Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. So nice to have you with us for this Thursday, the 10th day of October, the year 2019. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Oh, yes, indeed. As always, coming alive and at you from the busy streets, which is Brooklyn, New York. And today, I haven't done a show in a while. I've come to you from the campus of which in Long Island University, which is located in downtown Brooklyn, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. Well, we got a lot to discuss as far as the world of baseball is concerned, so let's get right to it, shall we? As for the National League Championship Series of 2019, it would be the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Washington Nationals. Yes, that's right. That Washington Nationals, after the Washington Nationals eliminated the 106 best team in the National League, Dodgers. And while we start there, okay, I cannot believe what I just witnessed last night when Howie Kendricks, the former Dodger, former Angel, hit a grand slam. The sixth player to hit a grand slam in a winner take all series, and with that, we all know what happened. And listen, there's a lot of things we could go through. Let's start off with the Dodgers, obviously, as this is the third year that they lost a playoff game. This is another, since 2013, another defeat, another division series defeat. This time at the hands of the Washington Nationals, who, by the way, the Dodgers were the favorite coming in and the favorite to go to the World Series. And first of all, the offense did not show up. Let's be honest. Outside of the thing, the offense was not as productive as they were in the regular season, obviously. But let's put it in this perspective. I seen on ESPN.com. I seen on ESPN.com, and the question was, why Clayton Kershaw? First of all, why we acting like Clayton Kershaw cost the team that game, or cost the Dodgers the game? He's the one that did not give up the home run. It was Joe Kelly. The bullpen is the reason why the Dodgers lost this game. The offense, to some degree, is the reason why they lost the game, because give Steven Strasburg credit. He was sensational. Even though he wasn't the starter and he did not get the win, even once the game was tied 3-3, it was out of the hands of the starters to begin with. But nevertheless, the Dodgers choked another game. There's no way around it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, they choke away another playoff game, and this one to me hurts the most, because you won more games than you did last year. Okay, again, as I mentioned, it was the favorite to go win the whole thing, despite if they faced the Yankees. But everything was in their favor. Listen, the Washington Nationals was the cardiac kids this year. They since the All-Star break, they really have turned things around. They lineup are the reason why they're in the lineup for the Nationals are very, very deep. Their bullpen is suspect, meaning they're not deep. But they starting pitching just have Steven Strasburg and Max Scherzer, the 1-2 punch for starters, and they haven't been really They haven't really put to the test. Let me put it that way, because they didn't have to. Because let's face it, the offense bailed them out. So for that, you gotta give the Nationals tremendous credit in the world. Now, as far as Dave Roberts, it's going to be a tricky spot going to the offseason. What the Dodgers going to do? I don't know what you do in this situation. I really do. You keep a guy. I really would keep David Roberts for a lot of reasons, because since David Roberts has became the manager, the Dodgers has been really, really good in the regular season. You win more games than any other Dodger team since Tommy Lasorda, as I bring it up. What else? There's so much to say about what happened last night and what transpired. The crowd was into it, as they normally do. It was a good crowd last night. Going to California itself, that's the reason why I'll go see the Dodgers and stuff. And plus it's LA. LA is glamorous. Is glamorous tradition. Is one of the oldest ballparks, believe it or not, outside of Wrigley Field. In that ballpark has been around since the late 50s to early 60s, right around there. So it's a lot to say, but the Dodgers been the point is the Dodgers have been a disappointment every year, and this year was another disappointment. The offense has been abysmal. Cody Bellinger, who was a hot hitter going to the postseason, I'm doing all right. Has been powerful throughout the offseason. There were no show. Justin Turner was a no show. The only hitters that hit was Lacy, Max Macy, excuse me. Jock Peterson has hit. Duque Hernandez did something. But other than that, nobody in the offense didn't do nothing. So, but that's not the reason. But that's not the reason. To me, that's not the reason why they lost. They lost because the bullpen. The bullpen has been a problem with the Dodgers, and they gotta fix. Just like the Mets, they gotta fix the bullpen. They gotta fix the bullpen, because that's the reason why the Dodgers have not won a World Series. Last year or the year before, or 2 years ago. So the Dodgers got to change somehow, some way. As for the Nationals, if Bryce Harper was on this Nationals team, they would have lost that game yesterday. There's no doubt about it. But for the first time, I will have to say there's something special about this Washington Nationals team, and I could see them going to the World Series and probably shocking the world. I can see that. But the Cardinals have a championship pedigree, so let's keep that in mind. This Cardinals team is really, really. I know they haven't been in the playoffs in 2 years, but they like I said, they still have Yadier Molina. They have Wong, they have Dolan, they have some hitters that could really come through in a big moment. They're not asking the Cardinals are not afraid of the big moment, as you see throughout the years. They won the championship in 2006. They won the championship in 2011. So you see them make some noise before. So don't be shocked. This series I could see this National League Championship Series go 7, and let's just see. Now, as far as the Braves, the season ending, that was pathetic. I'm sorry, but that was pathetic. You cannot lose. And I know I'm going to be rough on the Atlanta Braves for a little bit. You cannot lose this game.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead.
You can't lose this game. You cannot lose this game after after winning that division, and you have home field in your building. You won game 4. You won game 3. You should have won game 1. Let's be honest. And to come back and to show up the way you did was pathetic. I don't want to hear about a great season, because winning 90 win did not mean squat. You was one of the second best team in your league, and you lose the way you did was pathetic. And then now the Braves haven't advanced to the National League Championship Series since 2001, and it's been a real big drought since then. So They haven't won a division series in a long time. So we put a finishing bow tie on the American League Championship Series, National League Championship Series, as we move forward in a couple of hours from now, as the Rays and the Astros take the field. I expect the crowd to be electric in Houston. It's going to be temperatures, but by my understanding, it's going to be 90 degrees. So 90 degrees. So it's good. It's probably mostly going to be a closed roof. Mostly going to be a closed roof. But Jarrett Cole, who's been a good year. So he will go in against Tyler Glanswood, if I'm saying it right, Tyler Glanswood from the Tampa Bay Rays. But Tampa Bay Rays, as far as I'm concerned, is playing with house money. So let's see how things pan out. And what happened last night, that's all. Despite of what happened last night, who knows who's going to win. So I'm going to stick with the Astros because they're a home team. I'll always stick with the Astros. I'm a homer guy, so let's just see how things pan out. Let's see how things happen, and let's see and go for it. And let's see things pan out. Now the Giants, and I don't know. There's no really story mode as far as my understanding as far as with the Giants. The only storyline we see. Let's still move on to the NFL. Let's see as far as the Giants and the Patriots play tonight, but it should be a low scoring. It should be a low rating. It shouldn't get that much ratings. So let's just see how things pan out. Let's see how Saquon Barkley. Let's see if the Giants get back to win. Otherwise, we're going to see another New England Patriots winning another game. And I apologize for a short podcast, but I'm going to have more later on down the road. And with that, that's going to do it for this edition for Drew Mania Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to this episode again, please go to Spreaker.com, type in the keyword Andrew L. Perry, and also go to follow my show. You could listen to the show on Google Podcasts. You can listen on Spreaker. As I say, Spreaker, Spotify. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts and any other devices. And always follow my show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. Until next time, this is Andrew Perry, always saying to you, Shalom, let peace go with you, and I'll talk to you in the next Drew Mania Live. So long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.